Today is February 10th, 2023. This is episode 214 of Maelstrom Radio.
Maelstrom Radio. With your hosts, Gladys and Shitter.
And welcome everybody to Maelstrom Radio. My name is Peter. With me she's still my good friend. But our producer, Susan Sprinkles here.
Hi everyone.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Valentine's-ish episode.
Happy Valentine's-ish episode.
I mean, we couldn't have planned it better. Episode 214. It's almost Valentine's Day. It's me and you instead of Quinton.
Yeah. Swapping lovers. No?
Okay. If you're watching this stream live or watching this on YouTube, you may notice a new addition to the family of Maelstrom Radio Mortimers.
Yeah. New Mortimer.
Yeah, I've got a new Mortimer because...
Greb Mortimer.
Yeah.
I love Greb Mortimer.
Yeah,
Hey.
He's very wholesome.
Greb Comics, very wholesome. Greb Mortimer, very wholesome.
Yeah. I'm going to drop a link in our Twitch chat, and I'll put the link in our show notes as well if you want to look at Greb's comics.
Yeah.
If you're on our Discord, you may know Greb from Soup Frog.
Soup Frog.
Who we're big fans of.
Soup Frog.
Soup Frog is what started the Frog Check.
Is that what started Frog Check?
Yeah, because there's a panel comic or whatever about Frog Check, and like all the little frogs are like doing like a roll call.
Oh, I thought I did that because I saw a frog in a game. It was like Frog Check, and I was like, that's how it landed it. And then later you found a Greb comic that had Frog Checks. I'm fairly certain that's how that started because I was playing a video game. I was like, check this, check, frog check. And then you were like, frog check. I was like, yeah, frog check. And then we were said every game should have a frog check.
Oh, because it was a Spider-Man game, I think.
Yeah.
Frog in it.
Yeah.
Chili says that it looks less like a slime and more like a radioactive marshmallow. It's a cute version of Ghostbusters.
Honestly,
Sounds
I'm okay with that.
Cute Slimer.
I like cute slime. Honestly, I'm okay with this. This is
Yeah.
what I need in life.
So we'll be mixing this Mortimer into our media from time to time. It'll be a
Schmedia.
sticker on our Discord. Yeah.
Yep. On our Schmedia.
Our
So?
social schmedia.
Social Schmedia page.
Show titles, social schmedia.
Yep. Social Schmedia.
Schmedia.
Schmedia. Well, we're back. We're live. It's Valentine's Day, so
Well, it's not Valentine's Day.
it's Valentine's Day.
Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth on Valentine's Day.
Gross.
Listen, there's only a couple times a year where you can put it in your mouth. Valentine's Day, birthday, maybe the holidays. I don't know what it is, but you're gonna put it in your mouth. Chocolate?
Sure.
What's a candy that? The cinnamon hearts. Oh no, those chalky hearts that have things of like
The conversation hearts.
Yeah, is that what they're called? That's a lame name for a candy that's bad. Well, I guess that kind of covers it then. I like
We can
you.
If you want food talk, please check out Sound Bites, the bite-sized podcast about all things snacks.
You don't want to.
Peter and Chili talk about snacks.
you
We're not
don't-
going to talk about snacks here. We're going to talk about video games.
Okay. Well, I guess that's true.
So many activities.
There's so many activities today that we have to talk about.
Is that what that said?
Yeah, so many activities.
That didn't say show me your titties?
No, so many activities. It's from Step Brothers.
Okay.
Why would I play that?
So
I
many
don't know.
activities.
So many activities. It's from Step Brothers.
I don't know. I don't see movies.
But you want to see boobies? Is that why you heard that? You got boobies on the brain? Susan over here with the boobaloobaloobies. Final Fantasy 14, home of the
Chili
Rex.
can only hear that now too.
Yeah, thanks. But you broke it for Chili though. Now I can only hear that now. It's not what I heard before, but it's what I hear
Sounded
now.
like titties to me.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Show title. Sounded like titties to me.
No.
Don't wake the snake.
Don't wake the snake, Susan.
Okay. So anywho, let's get into some video game stuff. What? I'm trying to make a smooth transition.
Smooth. All right. Well, here. Well,
There's a lot of news.
Yeah. Well, you're here. I forgot. Well, there's some things I have to do when you're here. One, I have to do this.
What?
Every time you're here, I got to do one of these. I got to do this.
Metal banana.
Metal banana. You know, it's funny. We'll never get kicked off Twitch for that clip ever.
I don't think so. I think we're okay.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's like scanning through our archives.
Yeah,
to bust us.
yeah. Big Nanya is trying to come after.
Big banana. Show title:
Big Banana. Big Banana. All right. Well,
Anywho.
welcome. Hi. We're a Final Fantasy 14 podcast, I guess. You know, when you do this long enough, you go past the point of like, we're about the news, and you transition to like, we're going to interview everybody. Now we're just in our comedy stage. So, welcome to Final Fantasy 14 loose shit talking.
All right. Well, speaking of Final Fantasy 14
and shit talking.
And shit talking, I guess.
The Omega Protocol. No?
I mean, did you watch any clips of anybody doing it at all?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I kind of had some streams up when it was happening. It took over a week for the groups to clear. It was what, like 12 days, I think? 12
days. Officially. Well, a little earlier than 12 days.
The first group is a little questionable about their
No, the official first group, not the questionable. For the official first group took them 11 days, 9 days. Like it was definitely in the second week. So I want to say they were under double digits, or maybe right at 10. So somewhere between 9 and 10, because they posted it. They're like, "We did it. We're done. We're like, now we can play other games." So they were done. Or you're Mr. Happy's group, and you're just never gonna play Final Fantasy 14 again. So I don't know. I don't even know how you could do it. Like after this, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe I'm good. Maybe I'm good with Ultimates. I don't need to do this anymore. Like as you get older, like I know that's all.
I think everyone was under the guise that this one was going to be a little easier.
Okay.
Just from comments that Yoshi P made. People were hoping.
Let's all believe Yoshi P, because that never goes wrong.
I mean, I didn't follow the stories too closely, but I know there was a lot of shenanigans involved in this particular Ultimate race.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure.
Like, I mean, everyone has seen the memes of like all the weird, like zoomed out stuff.
Oh yeah. Anybody do a zoomed out billboard yet? Should I do that? Is that meme out there?
I've seen the billboard before.
Damn.
My favorite one is the gun boss guy from one of the Rabanastre raids.
Oh yeah, with the scope.
He's looking through his scope and he sees.
That's pretty good, yeah.
So yeah, the first group posted was it a video? It was a video of the zoom, right? Not a still picture.
It was a video. Yeah, there was the picture of the clear, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And then like, "Where's the video?" And then someone leaked a video. I wouldn't say it's one of the people that played Z clear. I think it was somebody else that was like, "I don't know if that's good."
Don't go to Maelstrom Radio for actual facts and
it's
real news information. We have like the roundabout.
Yeah, but
story.
nobody knows for sure. Like nobody, like there's because it happened off Final Fantasy. Like nobody knows exactly what happened or
And it
how
was
that
a Japanese group. So
yeah, so nobody knows for sure how the video got leaked because no one's come and said like, "Oh, it was me." Like no one's come forward and said that was me. I did that on purpose. Like no one's done that. They believe it was leaked. Like the team that did the clear believed that someone leaked it. It necessarily wasn't anybody on the team, but they do believe someone leaked it. Could have been a friend, could have been someone on their Discord, could have been someone who was really into the world first rating, got on their Discord and saw that video and was like, yoink, and was like, I got this. Because that's all it takes, right? That's all it takes is just a little slippy
it's
do.
just complicated because like there's no real official world race thing. Like people are just doing it because it's not like there's any kind of sanctioned anything.
And it's
there's
not
no structure. The only thing that's close to structured but it's not official is the Mog Talk
race.
stuff.
Yeah, even that is, I mean, it's structured, I guess, but it's not like, how do I explain it? It's not.
But they're just like they're just watching a whole bunch of people at the same time
and
commenting. It's not like they have any rules or
it's definitely not like
can exclude people from participating.
It is not on the level of World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft.
Is there any other games that do world first rates like
World of Warcraft?
In,
no.
ESO or Guild
ESO has raids, but they're not like world firsting raids because ESO's raiding scene is like a lot of the ESO raids are evergreen. So there are like a lot of challenges around them and there's secret bosses and stuff like that. So a lot of people don't do like world first raiding in that game. It's a lot of like, because you don't have high end, like you can go in as a schlub and get through it, like you can be carried, and like a lot of the gear is agnostic, so it's like, okay, like you can get some newer gear ish, but it's like all gears, so it's not like WoW where it's like, okay, I have to farm gear or Final Fantasy.
WoW really has like cornered the market of like doing like an official streamlined world first sanctioned thing.
And the big thing with how WoW does their rating versus Final Fantasy is that WoW's like drops a raid series and it drops all the bosses at once, right? So it really is a race to the end, right? So you could have a team, like the team behind it, you're looking at a team that has to do a boss challenge of 12, 11, 10, 12 bosses, right?
Yeah.
And trash and trash and everything in between that trash. And like you're min-maxing like who gets what gear, and you're constantly push. And it's not about like, oh, okay, this, and then you're like, you're biting at the teeth. You're gritting your teeth like, ooh, okay, this team got first kill on this boss, but oh, this one's beat that boss faster. So they're already moving past, it goes so quick. And so there's a lot of money behind it because
like people are getting paid to be on the rating teams.
Yes.
Which is way different than
the
and
that has nothing to do with Blizzard. Like Blizzard doesn't sanction the money going behind it. Organizations over time were built around that scene. So think like
they get sponsorship from other businesses
to
promoted during their broadcasts.
And Final Fantasy's rating is segmented, right? So you got 4 bosses and then it's done. So the thought process of, oh, let me get through these 4 bosses and get to the end, like those races are shorter in some aspects. Ultimate might be the longest, and it's the longest content. It's the hardest content. So that one, it's hard. Like there's just no money behind it, and it's all just like there's no big organizations. And I remember when I was a young lad playing World of Warcraft, and you hear about like, and there's some of these like raiding guilds that are no longer around, but you're like, ooh, this is like a Method. Like Method was still a thing back when I was a wee young millennial, young whippersnapper in the like. Oh, Method, but Method wasn't making money. It was just like the best of the best got in a Method, and that was it. There was no money behind it. So there's no teams like that. Like the teams fluctuate from time to like Mr. Happy was on one team, is now on a different, like there's no sanctioned teams. It's cool that Echo is like, oh hey, we're gonna like, I think they said they were gonna do the ultimate.
Well, also the raids for WoW, it's what, 25 people max?
For Mythic, I think Mythic's 20. So I could double check though. Mythic.
I mean, I don't want to spend too long on this. Like, it's not really a world we're
20
we're
players.
in.
Yeah. But so yeah, there's also that too. So you have like a
But
team.
the Zoom thing was a big deal because
yeah. And that's
I think that's also a hard stance about using third-party programs.
Yeah, and that's the bigger difference too, is that WoW allows add-ons, Final Fantasy does not. So I think how Final Fantasy how Yoshi handled it was just like, be done with, like I think some people were even shamed in deleting their characters, like just full on. So, but it sparked the third-party tool debate again. Yeah,
because in addition to there was like a lot of shenanigans besides just the Zoom. Like there was some kind of cutscene that was released before the fight was cleared because there was some kind of hack into the unending journey. Like you were able to like see the cutscene before the fight was officially cleared. Someone figured that out. Plus, there was like some kind of footage that was released by potentially a Square Enix employee that wouldn't be available for a regular player to access. So there was a lot going on this round of Ultimate Fight. Yoshi P is just like.
I mean, I don't blame him, but it's rather you say, hey, add-ons are cool, and just let people have add-ons. Or I understand where or I don't know, like it's hard. It's like people get mad because they're like, oh, add-ons are hurting the community, and I was like, you know what? It's just enjoy the game. At the end of the day, enjoy the game. I wouldn't use them if you're doing like a race for world first. Don't use add-ons. Like if you get the first clear gun on you, just never admit that you did use an add-on. Like just never admit that you won.
Efficiently gather ingredients to build something in your company workshop. I use Teamcraft,
and that's a third-party tool, and even people will be pissed if you're like, well, that's an unfair advantage. Like, how's it? Like, it's just a listing device. Like, all it does is list things.
It lets me know when I can go to my island and catch a morble.
So that's I don't know. It's a it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't thing. Like, you know, it's effed either way. So, I don't know. To me, at the end of the day, if you use add-ons, use them for your own purposes. But if you're doing like a race for world first, or you're doing something like that, and you're trying to be at the cutting edge, don't use them. Just play on a fair, like you might want to use them for like DPS meter checks, just to see like how much damage you're pumping out in comparison to the boss. That's a great tool for that, because if you're playing at that high level, you want to know like, all right, how much DPS do we need to get to this phase, to this phase, to this phase. That is just a tracking, not an advantage. Like you could do that without the case, but then you're doing it based on like your raw numbers and figuring how much DPS you're putting out. Like you could do that, but it's saving you the time working on a spreadsheet. Does that make sense? Like it's cutting out the spreadsheet time for you.
Did you want to chat about the other third-party type thing?
Right now, or do you want to go through the other stuff and talk about that one later? Let's do a sandwich. Let's do a sandwich.
Okay. We'll do an add-on sandwich.
We'll do an add-on sandwich. So
fair enough.
So that's old Peter's tip on using add-ons in Final Fantasy XIV. Use them for your own enjoyment, but don't poo-poo on others for using them. But if you're doing any sort of like,
and maybe don't tell anyone that you're using them.
And then if you're doing any sort of race for world first, don't use them.
Don't go on a podcast and say you're using Teamcraft.
Teamcraft. So, I'm still not caught up in the MSQ. That's the bigger news, honestly. So,
Well, because you were going to do it the other day, but then we watched the Nintendo Direct instead.
honestly, better.
Which there's a lot to get into with that.
So honestly, the better choice of the two things. So
I mean, the good thing about the MSQ is it's not going anywhere.
I know, that's why I said it was the better of the two things, because I like the Nintendo Direct was good. It was a good Direct.
And yesterday we did the latest chapter of Tataro's Grand Endeavor, and
that was good. I like that.
If you haven't done those quests, it's worthwhile to do. There's a lot of there's a lot of humor. There's a lot of
I'm gonna shame you if you haven't done them.
There's a lot of flavor that's sprinkled on to main story and side story things. The Chili feels called out.
You should feel called.
You have an injury, Chili. You can only do so many things.
He raided. He could do that. That's just clicking through. It's just story.
Yeah, you're raiding. You have an injury.
Can't click through
There's
a couple
no rush
lines
to do it. Like I said, none of the content's going anywhere.
It's true.
But it's worthwhile to do if you find some time to do it.
Also
and you get cool rewards.
You do get cool rewards.
The outfit this time around is a little
baby diaper.
Questionable.
You get a diaper.
Yeah, you get a top, you get a skirt, but then you also get this extra bottom piece that's questionable. Questionable bottom piece.
You know who'd like that? Firebird lady, horny bird. I think she would like that. Valentine's Day.
Mind if Tenzin wore it.
Bend over.
And we were going to do the Valentino's event yesterday, but we got sleepy. And,
well, there was really padded that content.
There was a lot of intense voice acting in the Tataru quest, and we were kind of spent at the end of it.
Yeah. Gyodo, though.
Yeah, if you go to our YouTube, which link will be in our show notes, and if you're here, make sure you check it out. There's a clip. Yeah. There's a 3 or 4 minute clip of Peter's finest voice work to date.
Gyodo.
Of Gyodo. Namazu.
Everybody's very good. Everybody's the nicest person ever. I like you.
You're gonna have to get the Namazu footstep sound so that way it's oh, Gyodo's here, I guess. Here. What does he have to say?
Hey everybody, Gyodo's here. And he's like, hey everybody.
What are you going on? Just like everybody.
Yeah, it's a little bit of Cartman, it's a little bit of Homestar, it's a little bit
it's an amalgamation of 3 things.
Oh man, everybody's here.
Yeah.
I like tacos. You ever like tacos? You guys like soup? You ever have soup? Just discovered soup.
I just like the idea Gyodo's never had soup. like the simplest of meals, just never discovered soup until
you guys ever soup? Yeah, ever have soup? You guys ever? That's new to me. It's new. It's fascinating. It's like a bowl of wet that you can drink but also eat.
Show title: Bowl of Wet.
Chili, I haven't had soup in a decade.
Why?
Have you not had soup in a decade? That's a choice.
I mean, there's so many different types of soup. And I mean, technically you've had ramen.
Yeah, ramen is soup.
Ramen is a soup.
Ramen is soup. I haven't had soup in a decade. I haven't had soup in a decade. Chili, you've had ramen. True.
So, anywho, we mentioned that Peter foregone catching up on MSQ because we watched the Nintendo Direct instead on the what was that, Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot in there. I mean, I was excited about some things. I think I was excited about different things than what you were excited about.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty beefy Nintendo Direct. Like right off the rip, they're like, "Hey, here's a bunch of stuff about Pikmin 4." And if anybody watches Arlo, like Arlo might be dead. There was so much in there for him that he might just be like a pile of like blue fur right now.
Yeah. I realized that when I mute my camera to shake my non-sponsored G Fuel. It on stream it just looks like I'm jiggling, like I'm just doing this. It's like I was like, oh no. So I was shaking a G Fuel.
Okay. I mean, you could just shake it on camera.
No, I cannot just shake it on camera.
Keep shaking it. I had one in my cup. And I shook it. They made it, and that's it. That's all you need to do.
Well,
I don't know why you always have to continuously shake it.
Because the good stuff settles at the bottom. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It do
Anywho,
settle.
the Nintendo Direct. What were your highlights? We have the list.
I think the Metroid Prime remasters are a good highlight because those are good games, and I feel like Nintendo has let Metroid slip from its grandeur that it used to have. So I'm glad that they released a new Metroid game last year, and I'm glad that they're doing the remakes. I would love to see a new one, but I'll take what I can get. Breath of the Wild 2, of course. I don't know what's going on there. Link has drones now or something like that. I don't know what's going on, but Link can do anything, I guess, now. In this world,
I've said this before when I've been on a podcast or stream, but I don't think I've played any Zelda games, and I don't think I have any interest in it.
It's so
reason.
good. They're so good. They're so good.
I have Breath of the Wild on my Switch.
So good. So good.
It's
so relaxing.
From the previous owner of the Switch that I had.
So
it's just not for me, and that's fine.
Have you ever played one though? I feel like it would be up your alley because it's like both chill and like adventurous, and like it's and the music is so good.
Because Octopath Traveler 2 maybe is coming out on the 23rd, I think. But the demo is out now. It's on my Switch. I just need to like set some time to play it. And I'm excited.
You gotta play that. It'd be good.
Yeah, there's like I think you can play all
There's a cat girl.
There is a cat girl. But I think you can play like the demos of all 8 travelers.
The demos of all 8 travelers. Yeah, is it like the first few hours?
Over.
Yeah.
I think it's like 3 hours of content.
3 hours? Oh my god. Well, it's like 87 hours of game, so 3 hours. Play it now so you can wet your whistle. I do like when my whistle's wet. So.
Oh, and also I have to say that what was it called? Where was it? There was a game that struck my fancy called Fashion Dreamer.
No, oh no. Why?
It looks like a nice cozy game. Like you just make outfits.
And
that's it.
That's
just
all you
walk
do.
Around. I guess you like see somebody with an outfit and you're like, hey, that's a cool outfit. And then they let you have the outfit.
Blop. Give me that.
Julie said it's online though, right?
What?
I'm not sure which part he's referring to. Sorry, Chili.
Maybe fashion game?
Delayed. I don't know.
Who knows?
The fashion game.
Maybe. I don't think so, because I think that you just go up to NPCs and like their stuff. I don't think it's an online game. I don't think you need to interact with other people to make that game going. I think it's just offline.
Well, I guess if you customize your design, so maybe you can share them with other people. I'm not sure, but it looks like a super chill game. I like a chill game. I like cozy.
Is it cozy? Is that
it looks like it's a cozy game.
I don't think it's a cozy game. I think it's just dress up game.
Yeah, that's cozy for some people. Like I find that comforting.
I know. I think that's a stress.
Like
Because what if what if nobody likes it? Then you look like a hot garbage mess. Chili says that we call that Final Fantasy 14. No, not when I play.
Peter has one outfit.
Yeah.
He has 0 glamour plates, and it makes me sad.
Yeah. No game should be for dress up.
Why not? You gotta look good to play good.
No, you don't. You can play naked.
Yeah.
No, because there's been plenty of people I've seen naked in raids that just play good. They prove everybody else wrong. Actually, less armor, do better. How about that?
Was there anything else in the direct that tickled your fancy?
Yeah, we're getting Game Boy Online. We're getting Game Boy Advanced Online. And Golden Sun. I am so excited. So excited I get to play Golden Sun. I may stream Golden Sun. I love Golden Sun. Golden Sun.
I know nothing about Golden
So
Sun.
good. So good. Such a good game. It's an RPG and it's so good. I love that game so much. So much. And then getting another Mario Kart 8 Deluxe booster course, which I'm excited about because and Professor Layton. Oh my god, we're getting another Professor Layton game and the New World of Steam. Oh, so excited. Love Professor Layton. Such a great series. Want more Professor Layton. Need more Professor Layton. So
See, and I don't know anything about this series either, but
so good.
Puzzly.
It's so puzzly, but it's so good. So good. And it's all like it was fully voice acted on the Game Boy Advance SP. Fully voice acted. So and animated. Like fully animated too. So good. Such a great game. Man. So all in all, great
So adding more things to the backlog.
Yeah.
So please look forward to that in 2025.
Yep. Also, we're gonna get the Dead Cells Return to Castlevania DLC, which looks cool. Bayonetta Origins.
Got all the Castlevania music and stuff, which is neat.
Yeah. Also, you're gonna get the what's it called? The there's some damn, I lost it on the list.
I know it's such a big list of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and also we noticed there's not one but two
Two.
games with like child detectives.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna point out.
Detectives that we
we
can't
got
tell if they're
Deca Police.
children or adults.
Deca Police. And then what was the other one? Was it Master Detective Archives Raincode? Was it that one?
Maybe.
Like both
This
of
is odd.
them.
Like, is this a genre that people are
Yeah.
interested in?
Yeah, they're both child game. Like, welcome to Child Game, home of child. You're a child
I guess
detective.
they were like adults, but they looked like
I don't know if they're
like
adults.
children.
They look like they graduated at 10 years old, and then but it's like everything else. It's like, oh, Ash Ketchum left his house at 10 years old and then became a Pokemon master. So teens, Chili, no one, a teen detective. And they're like, we graduated the academy. Now we're detectives.
Yeah,
Like,
it's very strange. Like it was just odd to see like two games that
Yeah.
had the same kind of.
and one,
vibes
but
going on.
one was spooky though. One was like Ghost Detective, which made me laugh. I was like, the same games, ghosts. Was like use psycho powers to find the mystery, and I was like, yeah, I'm down. I'll use some psycho powers. So, all in all, Nintendo Switch Direct, good. I haven't. No, still never gonna do the MSQ apparently with all these games coming in. Someday, I will do the MSQ. I will point out, and I want to point, and I'm curious. Maybe this is like a poll. I don't know. Like maybe put this out on Twitter for like a week in between now and the next episode. But I wonder if there's anybody out there that's just like, I did it. Like I played through Final Fantasy 14 and I got to that end bird, and I'm okay. I'm done. I did it. I'm not interested right now. I need to like.
Yeah, I would be curious to hear like the first-hand account of someone that's like, no, I'm good now.
I did it.
I'm done.
It's over. Yeah, it's over. I did the thing, and now it's over. Because we know that the expansion's not going to come out until 2024. That's official. Like, so there's going to be some time. There's going to be a long stretch of time between now and the expansion. So gonna be some dry spells. I mean,
Yeah, but then at some point, someone could jump in and have a whole boatload of content to keep them occupied for a long time.
But the buttest of loads. No? All right.
Like when I first started playing, it was like Stormblood was already out.
Yeah.
So I had like a good chunk of stuff to get through.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying the current
People
content
made me feel bad for not being like caught up. Plus, I was stranded on another server and couldn't transfer.
All right.
'Cause my account was wonky.
Okay. Well, you got through that. All right. Someone helped.
Yes.
Someone had to call in some favors with Square. It was me. I called in favors.
Yeah, like something was like weird with my account. Like even though my account was old enough to be like allowed to transfer, it wouldn't let me do it.
It's true.
So our free company had moved from Famfrit on Primal to Gilgamesh on Aether,
Yep.
and I was left behind.
Oh, I got you over there. I did call in. I really did get the cavalry. I was like, psst, I need help. And then 3 different emails, 2 different people helped you get over there. So don't worry, you got moved. So,
Oh, friendly PSA to anyone that's casually playing Final Fantasy 14 and maybe hasn't logged in a minute. Go check your house.
Yeah.
Quinton, go check your house.
It wasn't me. No, I check my house.
Fun fact: if you're like a guest user on somebody else's house, you get notifications that say like that are in like red letters noting that the house is like set up.
I can just text them and be
demolished.
like, "Hey, log into your Final Fantasy and go to your house real quick and touch the thing."
Oh yeah, unless the EU, there was a message about the EU housings are paused right now because of the situations going on in Turkey and Syria.
Aw, yeah, it's
Yeah,
a bummer.
which is nice.
It is nice. Bummer that's the
would be,
situation.
like,
Not,
in
not
4
that.
days. It's like my RL house and my in-game house
Oh,
has been
no.
demolished.
Oh, the shittiest of times.
That'd be bad.
It would be bad. So do you want to get into the big thing?
Yeah, let's end on a positive note.
A positive note.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so how do I want to start this? So all right, so
I don't know, because you have to tell me the story because I didn't read anything about it on purpose because I'm like, oh, Peter will just explain it to me on the show
Sure.
on Friday, so I don't have to read any articles.
So let me do this. As we all know, Final Fantasy 14 community, and Yoshi P was like, "Hey, third-party tools,
No good.
Nate's."
Bad.
But reshade, or things that inject options to change like
Yeah, like
shadows,
filters, like
yeah,
color
filters and stuff.
whatever.
Those were safe. There was an old post on the forums, and they're like, that A-okay in our book. Just protect yourself. But A-okay, that's fine. Well, we know Reshade is a very popular visual enhancer for games. Reshade's been around for a very, very long time, very long. And then someone in the Final Fantasy 14 community made their own, took Reshade and made it G-Shade. Just like, hey, this is our version. And it works directly with Final Fantasy 14. And I believe you could have used it for other games too, but mainly it worked for Final Fantasy 14. And that's fine. Reshade's like no harm, no foul. It's an open source thing. Do do with as you please. But G-Shade was doing a lot of updates, and almost on the reg, like a daily, here's our new update for G-Shade. Update your G-Shade. New update. And people were like, hey, can we not get an update every single day? We don't need updates every single day. Do one big update maybe once a week or twice a week. We don't need every single day updates unless it's breaking the game. Well, the creator of G-Shade was like, well, didn't like that. And then it was like, all right. Just kept doing it though. And then so someone was like, well, if you're going to keep doing updates, someone else made a program that took G-Shade stuff and threw it onto Reshade. Well, Mr. G-Shade.
So this is full
circle. Yeah, it's a full circle in it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Mr. G-Shade decided that he was going to.
And the original product, the Reshade, that wasn't something made specifically for Final Fantasy. That was just a feature in a graphical thing.
Yeah, it's just a thing you can download. You can use it on other MMOs. You can use it in Skyrim. Like you can use it on whatever you want. Like it's just a graphical thing that you can use to enhance your games.
It's just like a graphical enhancer for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it just got kind of like embraced by Final Fantasy people because they like pretty things.
Well, that and Final Fantasy's colors are dumb. They're not good. They're like muted garbage. So the creator of G-Shade did not like that. Didn't like that there was an alternative. And decided to, in one of the updates, create malware. Essentially, what it did was restart your computer. So when you use the other program to transfer things, it would instantly restart your computer, which, like malware would do. And what people are like, well, that doesn't seem right. Something's wrong. Well, the developer of G-Shade was like, it's just it like admitted to creating that, admitted to it, and said it was a way of protection for their installer. And there was a whole Twitter thread on it, and it's something that you don't want to do, right? You're installing this third-party software, and it just...
Oh, and the person also said they could have done worse.
They could have done worse. Yeah, that's right. They're like, I could do worse. What? So, it ended up getting worse from there. So they updated it again, and people were trying to uninstall G-Shade. And if you try to uninstall, like, luckily I uninstalled my G-Shade, but guess what? Papa Bear didn't update his G-Shade in God knows how long. So,
well, because you haven't played Final Fantasy.
Well, I haven't done any like
yesterday.
I haven't done any like what's it called? I haven't taken any photos of my character.
G-pose.
Yeah, it wasn't G-posing. So I don't know. It's been
you
like
take any pictures of your new like loincloth glamour.
No, that's for you. And so I installed mine with ease, no updates needed. But if you had updated recently, he put in a failsafe where it would not let you uninstall. Like it would like uninstall, but then ask you to reinstall things, or like would never actually remove. They had to forcibly they had to make him forced to say this is how you remove the product. Like you had to go in and delete .dll files and .ini file. Like it went deep into your PC, and like there's people that are not comfortable with that because they don't like, I don't know, I'll delete something and break my computer, which is a chance.
Yeah.
So you know, the person behind G said, just like, here's the thing. Due to recent controversy with G-Shade, the server will be reverted back to the original intention of G-Poser's monthly magazine. G-Shade will remain available on GitHub. It will not receive any updates in the time being. Well, that's not true. GitHub took away G-Shade. GitHub got involved. It blew up to the point where G-Shade is no longer even on GitHub. I haven't checked to see if it got back on. I don't think it's back on yet. So as of right now, the G-Shade is just shot in the dark. I don't think anybody's going to use it again. I think G-Poser's magazine, I think, is kind of like SOL. I think they're just like, because they were involved and like it.
Well, and now like the.
But here's the thing, like I gotta. It could just be because we're in it, right? And I have to say, like, I know there's a lot of great people in the Final Fantasy XIV community, but god damn, there's a lot of bad apples, and like a lot of shit is shined on shitty people in this community. Like real easy.
Well,
like
and it, like all in like 1 week's time with like the ultimate stuff, and then this. It's just like it was a whole just shit sandwich.
It's basically like, oh, we have great people. It's like, oh, this amazing person's doing a charity run, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, this asshole is just being a dick to everybody, and it's like, ah, great, like, and everybody has to unfollow, and everything blows up, and like. I've never seen. I know I say this as a longtime MMO player. Let me tell you something. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it in my life. The Final Fantasy XIV community is a dichotomy of like, let's praise the good until they're bad, and then everybody, and it's like, let's outcast the devil, and it's like I've never seen anything like it ever. Just enjoy that fucking, like, and I hate to say this, but just enjoy the fucking game. Just play the goddamn game. You all take it too fucking seriously. It's just a game with some cat girls and some bunny boys. Just Play the fucking game. You know what's funny? I gotta call out Paul Metal. I get it. Paul Metal the other day tweeted out, I fucking hate Final Fantasy 14. Paul, I love you. Because sometimes you keep it real, and I love you sometimes. I get it. I felt that. I felt that in my core. It's like, you know what? It's not even the game sometimes. Sometimes it's just the community. You got great people. It's like, and then other people would come out and say, well, like, all MMO communities got that. You know what? ESO's community is so nice. I've never met an asshole in the ESO community. Never. They're all.
I'm sure they're out there.
They're out there, but you know what? No one's going like, that guy's a dick. That guy's shat on everybody. Like, nobody. Like, they're just like, all right, that, because it's a mega server. So if one person's an asshole, the person's an asshole for the whole server and can't make a new character. They're just gone. There's nobody likes them anymore. Just,
do you have anything else you'd like to vent about?
No, there's just stop being shitty.
I'll listen.
I know, but stop being
you have other
shitty.
things you need to get off your chest.
Like, hell, I think Final Fantasy 14 should have its own, like, sign your waiver, like, to be nice to people thing, like World of Warcraft did. Honestly, it worked for WoW. People are a little less shitty in that game, I'll tell you that. Like, it works. God, like, just I never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. Ever.
Oh, what are your thoughts about the newest mount that's on the cash shop?
The fucking balloons? The up balloons? The dumb balloons. How much are they? $25 for some balloons? Is that what we're charging for balloons nowadays? Is that what it is? How much are those balloons? Tell me, do you know how much those balloons are?
Not off the top of my head.
Can I get an update on
is probably
$25 for some balloons? And we still don't have an umbrella mount. That's what dumb. Stupid and dumb.
Give me one moment, I can check. $24.
$24 for a balloon? Oh my god. Why? Do they do anything special? Do they wave about? Do they like shrink when you get lowered to the ground? Like what they Now it'd be cool if like you hold on to one balloon.
It is a count wide.
Oh, well.
That changes everything.
Whoopie-doo, I guess. Just
Chili says they randomly explode.
Do they randomly explode? Do they? Is that a thing they do? They randomly?
I haven't seen them in person, so I'm not sure.
Yes.
Chili says yes.
All right. Well, so do the ones in Fortnite, but those are free. And they actually like help me. There's a video. I don't care.
Man, the salt.
Like the Salt Primal comes out once a year. Today's the day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Eat shit. I don't know.
Tell us how you really feel.
I like the game. I like this game. I adore this community, but there's some assholes out there and they do shitty things. And like people just take this shit way too seriously. Just way too serious. I'm not saying like don't call out an asshole. Call out an asshole. Call you like you see it. But when you're sitting there and you make something for the community and you're so freaking butthurt over like, oh no, I'm giving out updates and you want to just like, I'm going to teach everybody a lesson. You're a dick. Like if that's the point, you're egotistical. You're an asshole. And like Zube, yeah, they're assholes in most communities. I know they are, but not like no one's going out of their way to be like, I'm gonna install malware on my program so you can't take your damn
and also
beauty
the Final
shots.
Fantasy 14 community goes out of its way to be like, we're nice.
Yeah, that's
really
the other
nice.
thing too. We're really nice. Yeah, eat shit. We're nice. Fuck you. You're not nice. A bunch of assholes like everybody else. Everybody's an asshole. You know what community's super nice? I'll tell you the best MMO community. The Lord of the Rings Online community. Nicest community. They're so sweet. Those people are so nice. All they want to do is ride the Rohan. That's it. That's it. They just want to take the ring to Mordor. That's it. Hang out with Bilbo. Slapdash with Frodo.
It was very nice. The one where you met the deer man.
Yeah. Oh my God. So nice. A random deer man helped me.
I just wanted to bring that up again because that was a very touching moment.
You know the nicest MMO? Jane Austen. No, that was not a nice MMO. There were assholes there. His name's Safe and Not. We showed up. T-posing the horse. Just, I don't know. Just play your MMO and just enjoy the time in the game. Like, Like I'm
Don't take it too seriously. And be
yes,
nice.
yeah, that's it. Like, just don't take it too seriously. Enjoy your game. That's it. Like, it's not help. And I'm saying this out of the kindness of my heart because I've been depressed and played MMOs before. If you take it too seriously and you make the world of the MMO you're in your world, your real life world,
You're gonna be disappointed.
you're gonna be very disappointed. Because what if it goes away, right? What if this game goes away? What if it shuts down tomorrow? What do you have? That's something to think about. Because it's happened, right? People go all in. All in. I see people.
What was that podcast you used to?
So, yeah, EverQuest. Yeah, EQ is still going strong like an expansion year. EverQuest is. EverQuest Next is not. So that game, I don't know. That game might come out, though. It's going to be good, bro. So, I recently found out that Daybreak owns Lord of the Rings Online. They do own it. Well, they're the parent company bought them and then like put them under Daybreak. So, I don't know. Just that's the advice I can give. Don't make the world of Final Fantasy 14 your personal like playground world where everything like this is your drama and your life and everything is like this is forever done. Like have a life outside of this game, please. Like that's the healthiest thing to do is just have a life outside of the game. I'm not saying you can't have friends online. I'm not saying that you can't find enjoyment in this, but I'm telling you, as somebody who's played a lot of MMOs and watched them rise and fall, I've seen people like just grab their chest and be like, listen, I remember when I remember when WildStar shut down, right? And there was people that were all about WildStar, like day one, like all in on WildStar. And I remember when that game shut down and people were devastated because they were like the hours lost. Like if this game shuts down, the game's gone. That's it. The hours are lost. Your unimportant like glamour items are gone. Like nothing matters. Like it's hours of things gone. Star Wars Galaxy, same thing. Yeah, gone. Like gone. They destroyed that. Like Sony Online Entertainment got rid of Star Wars Galaxy, shut the game down. Imagine like having hundreds of thousands of hours in the game and then it's gone the next day. Like you would, there's people that are like, like they like, you know, like that's it. Chili mentioned Final Fantasy 11. I'm sure there's people that were just like, yay, Final Fantasy 11. And then like, it never shut down, but like the game where it was and what it is now, not the same. So I don't know. Just don't be an asshole. If you make a third-party tool for this game, maybe don't be a dick. And, you know, just play the game to have fun. That's it. Play your games, have fun, don't be an asshole. That's the 3 rules for Valentine's Day. Love your friends. Love the game. Don't make love on the game. That's a call out post. I don't know. Someone's out there. It's like, hey. Hey. Hey, I do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not making fun of anybody, but you know, don't do that. Because then you're gonna do it, and you're gonna actually like let it spill out and like trade chat or something. And someone will go,
go read some wholesome comics from.
Yeah, go read Grab Comics. They make nice things.
They do.
I'm sorry. Did I go too far? Did I ruin it?
I mean, I'm glad you unloaded this with me and not Quinton.
I think Quinton would have jumped in and been like, no, I gotta agree. I think Quinton. I know Quinton well enough to know that he would have let me ranted. I think he would have juxtaposed with some things. But at the same time, I think he would have agreed that you should have a life outside of the game, right? It's a healthy thing to do, to not make the game your life, is to have a life outside the game. I'm not, and far be it for me to say, like, you can't have online friends. A majority of my friends are online. Like, those are real friends. They aren't fake people. but there is a line where you have to be like, if the game is if you can't disassociate the game and your normal life, then that's a problem. And, you know, like, seek help. Like, go. I would suggest go seeking a therapist, because that's a real thing. Like, that's a problem. So, and like, there's nothing wrong with investing and being a good player. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying you can't do that, but there is a problem with associating your life with the game, and you need to have like a little piece of separation. So you need to be
about balance.
It is about balance. And Final Fantasy doesn't have like those tips at the bottom that says like, hey, go spend time outside. Like, it doesn't have that. So it's like, I was really into EQ when I did play. I know I had friends that, like, when EQ first came out, I had a friend that I lost, because not to death, to EQ. He was like up till 3 a.m. and like almost like flunked out of high school.
Oh boy.
And then he got his life together and joined the army. I'm not, whatever. Like, hey, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just like, like, sometimes you go too hard. Don't go too hard. It's like drugs. You don't want to go too hard. Recreational drug. Really, what I'm saying is recreational drugs are good.
South Korea says say no to drugs.
But say yes to recreational drugs. Yep.
Chili, how dare they stay after 3? What time is it right now, Chili, where you are?
Well, Chili doesn't have a normal sleep schedule. Say yes to drugs a little. Yeah, just a little.
Yeah,
like,
just a little.
Legalize.
Can I use that as a show title? Say yes to drugs a little.
A little. I mean, it might get vetoed, but yeah. So, well, thanks for letting me rant.
No problem.
I know, like, because your question was like, are there other games like ESO? Like I said, ESO's got jerks. Like, New World's got jerks, right? Like, there's jerks in New World, but ultimately, like, everyone seemed pretty chill. I think if anything, there's more memeing going on in New World than anything else, right? There's more bots in Lost Ark than anything else. So
yeah, when we were playing Lost Ark, remember I got random like gold.
Yeah, like somebody, yeah, a bot just handed you,
because you can like send email to anybody even if they're not your friend or whatever.
Yeah, and the bot messed up.
Yeah, it was like, oh, here's free money.
Here's free money. Thanks, bot. Like, the bot messed up and delivered it to you. And
Yeah.
you're like, yay. So, and that was a lot of gold. Like, it wasn't a small amount of gold in Lost Ark terms. Like, Lost Ark terms, you were rich. So, like, I was like, damn, you can buy a whole new character with that. So, I don't know. Just be chill. Just everybody relax.
Everybody relax.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And
You drinking my sake, Kimosabi?
Yeah.
And stay hydrated.
Yeah,
I
or
know this is reversed, but
Drado Yats or whatever that says. Is that what it says backwards? Drado Yats?
Yeah.
Lost Ark was cool for a bit, but something was missing. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a lot of grind, but
it was a lot of systems that I didn't fully understand. Like,
yeah,
I
there
did
was
a
that
lot
too.
of like clicking of buttons, and it's like, oh, I think I upgraded that thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like, but you never knew how that affected you. You're like, all right, yay, I did. Like, you have to talk to 6 people. Or like, all right, you want to take this crystal? Okay, I got this crystal. Like, you want to go talk to Jarek in the Lost Mine? Okay, go talk to Jarek in the Lost Mine. Feed Jarek 60 more of these crystals. All right, you do that. Boom. Now you get an extra crystal. Now put that in your weapon. Bang. Now you can go do this piece of content. Cool. And then you get another crystal. Okay. Now take that other crystal and go to Jarek in the Lost Mine. So you gave him 87 of those crystals. Now you have pants. What? Thanks, Jarek.
But the dungeons were fun.
The dungeons were fun, and there was a lot of heat. I like the boogers or whatever they were. Yeah, those boogers. Remember the big stone giant sneezed all the boogers out, and you had to go find the boogers babies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what their names.
I was so mad when I saw. And then you and Quinton were like, "Those aren't boogers." I'm like, "He sneezed boogers. Those are boogers. They're babies." I'm like, "No, they're booger babies, and that's different." Everything's
show title: Booger Babies.
What says love more than a booger baby?
Well,
what?
Well, on that note,
is that it? We did it.
That's it.
That's how we're gonna end it.
We're
We're ending it on love is a booger baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite Heart song. Love is a booger, baby. We stand Snotic to Snotic.
Oh no.
How do we pull up from this?
We don't. We just go.
Where are we going? Well, thank you for listening to Maelstrom Radio. Your premiere
Final Fantasy
14 podcast.